Hey besties. Okay, so this video is gonna have more of like a similar vibe to the New Crest Sims, sort of the create a sim and chill vibe. And so by this point I've probably already started the random wheel challenge let's play, and I know that I needed more than just like the main sims I was gonna play with to like help populate the world. So I wanted to make a couple of like sims really to like fill out the world and maybe meet and possibly date. I just needed some options. There's a lot of like influencers that sort of like the vibes. Lots of like TikTokers. I don't know why I always go to TikTok when I think about like influencers, especially in The Sims. I don't know, but like yeah. So these first two sims are a couple, and they are both influencers, and they live in San Myshuno. I think almost all of these sims live in San Myshuno that I made, because that's where like my LP sims are currently living right now. So I wanted to help flesh out that world and like fill up the apartments with sims. And I actually, unlike the Townie makers, I actually did more than one outfit for each sim. Like I actually tried to utilize all the categories. So I felt kind of proud of myself actually, because I'm literally always too lazy to do the other outfits, and I usually just do like the preset outfit for like everything but everyday outfit. It's not that I don't want them to be dressed properly, because I actually hate it when townies have like terrible outfits for like hot weather and cold weather and stuff, because it's like you see them out in the world and then they look terrible. It's like just change into your everyday outfit, but there's like a blizzard or something, so you can't really do that. I usually try to use like the randomized outfits just to give them something that's not whatever they randomly generated with. I actually was putting in the effort this time, and I actually dressed them so they have like decent clothes for each category. And then this next sim is her boyfriend, fiance, husband. I don't know. I might have said a relationship. I think I might have done fiance. I feel like boyfriend should really be an option for, or like partner should be an option for CAS, because they added fiance and that's great, but it's like not all my sims get married, you know, and I don't want to have to force them to get married just so that they don't get married to somebody else through MC Command Center. And or like if I have to go in and then set them to a relationship, like I don't really want to have to do that. I feel like that has to be a little bit easier than adding the other more complex family relationships to CAS, like aunt or nephew or something. Surely we could get like a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend title or something, so that we could set it in CAS without having to go into game and like set everything up. It would make my life a lot easier, and I think it'd be more fun to play with like those kinds of different dynamics, kind of like family dynamics, but like through titles. And so because my like main LP sim, Ava, is like canonically lesbian, I needed to inject the sim world with like a bunch of like attractive female sims, so that way I don't have to worry so much about trying to find her a partner of any kind. Hopefully we will be able to meet at least one of the several female sims that I made. Even though in like the first episode we don't meet any of them on that blind date that we go on, but like hopefully at some point we can meet at least one. And I actually really enjoyed the vibes of this sim. I believe like her and her roommate who's the next sim that you'll see be made actually got like, I'm gonna call it the Vanessa Jong treatment. They sort of made me load in a perpetual loading screen forever, and I couldn't get screenshots of them, so I had to like delete them from the world. But I really loved the vibes of this sim. Like I think she was so pretty, and like if I had the time I would like go and try to like recreate her in her roommate, because I thought she was also really pretty. But like I never get to really use this like lock variation hair, or like I don't really give many of my sims locks to begin with, which I should really start doing because I think they're beautiful. And I usually sort of default to braids because I have a lot more like braid options, and because I like to be very consistent with like my sims and their hairstyles, it's easier to do that one. And then they have like a bunch of like braid styles, but like not so many people do locks correctly, and if you choose like a smaller lock option, then it's like I have to find at least like 5 other smaller lock options with like up hairstyles and down hairstyle. Like, you know, I'm just really consistent with like my sims hair. Like I want them to look like a person that just like styled their hair differently, and not like they put on a wig and took off the wig and then became Barbie dolls, which they really are, but like I don't want them to feel like that. If that makes sense. Like I want an element of realism there. I just feel like more people should make lock hairstyles. Honestly, really just like more textured sim hair. I feel like I complained about this before, but like male sims have a very large lack of textured hairstyles, and I feel like if I could suggest to any CC creators out there like just one thing to make, it would definitely be more male textured hairstyles. So just like the New Crest sim video, I wanted this to have more like different looking sims in it. Like I didn't want to make the same sim twice, because I feel like I do very often recreate the same sorts of sims over and over again. So yeah, I just wanted like some more diverse looking sims with like different looks and aesthetics and stuff. I really like I've realized that I don't make very many white Sims like normally, because I feel like there's already an overpopulation of white Sims in like worlds that we get and like on the gallery and stuff and like on social media. Like I feel like white Sims get enough attention from the Sims community, so I really try to pour all my love into the non-white Sims of the Sims world. But I figured I could make some every now and again, like it's not illegal or anything. So I wanted to do that now because why not? And I'm pretty sure I made her an influencer too, or like it's like the vibe of an influencer. Yeah. And I wanted to again experiment with like different bodies and stuff, because I don't really tend to make like smaller framed Sims. So I wanted to keep her very like small because she like generated as small, so I figured I'd keep her thin. I was basically just letting like the Sims take me where they wanted to go, like whatever body shape that they generated in as, I sort of tried to keep it for the most part. And as you can see, I still very much have the platinum blonde addiction. It's just such a beautiful hair color in The Sims. Like it works with like everybody. I don't think anyone looks bad with like that like platinum blonde color. And I was like extremely tempted to give her the Stop Being Poor t-shirt, which is like a Paris Hilton reference that I am technically too young to understand, because I was definitely not there when it happened, but I have seen pictures of it and it is a little humorous to me, but I decided not to, because I don't think she doesn't give Nepo baby vibes. Like she just is an influencer, you know, so definitely not for her. And I wanted to make a like cottagecore sim because I haven't done that in a while, but I also wanted her to be like interesting, so I wanted her to have like the body aesthetic of like the opposite of what a cottagecore girly would have, but like her clothing choice is like cottagecore, so she's like fully tatted, like practically head to toe, and she wears like light cottagecore clothes. Like I don't know, I thought it was fun. Definitely an interesting dynamic that I don't think I've ever seen, but it's kind of cool actually. Like I really like all her tattoos, 'cause she's like heavily tattooed but still is able to like wear, I guess, like traditionally non-heavily tattooed clothes if that makes sense. This next sim, I think OBS hated because she got basically cut off. The only thing that recorded was like this initial part right here, but like her outfits did not get recorded. So I had to do like a quick show and tell, I guess, video of just like going through her outfits real quick. I really enjoyed the sim a lot, actually, like a lot. She's definitely one of my favorites. I like her aesthetic. And since the first sim that had like the locks got corrupted, I figured I'd use her same sort of vibe for that sim. That was sort of her like remade, but not like exactly or anything, but like same sort of vibes. And I named her Sade because I think that name is so pretty, and she definitely looked like a Sade. And then I wanted to make a redheaded sim because I haven't made a redhead in a really long time. And I said that in my new crest video, but like I really did have a redhead obsession, kind of like how I have a platinum blonde obsession right now. So it's been a really long time since I've made like a redhead. And I don't think I ever actually made like a white redhead, so I figured I'd do that and maximize on my different sim capabilities. So I did that. And I wanted to give her like medium hair. I guess that would be considered medium hair, because I like haven't done a short haired sim in a really long time. So again, trying to maximize on my like different looking sims. So I figured I'd keep her like with shorter hair. And I really liked it, actually. It came from a set from, I believe, Jade Cat Sims. I really like their CC. And it came with like a set, so it was like perfect for me because there was like a bunch of hairs of like the exact same length, and it just looked like the sim like styled their hair differently. So that's actually my favorite thing when creators do that. It makes me so happy because then I can like stay consistent with their hair choices and everything. And this is the like last couple of sims. It's a single mom who's an influencer, like a mom-fluencer. I don't know if that's what they're called, but like that was like the vibe for me. Really, most of I said it in the beginning, but like I'll say it again. Most of the sims that I made are supposed to be like influencers of various kinds, and I've been having a lot of fun using like different presets. I think that's also really helped my sims all look different, because sometimes like the EA ones just aren't enough, especially for like black sims particularly. You only have so many options with like the EA nose presets and like lip presets, that eventually all your sims start looking very, very similar. But with like custom content presets, it really helps all of the sims look a lot different, actually. And so I wanted to give her, I believe I gave her like 2 kids, and if I can give everybody an infant, I will, and I am not ashamed to say it. I just really love making infants and playing with infants. Like, they have not come boring yet for me, at least. I'm still very much excited about them. It's been, I don't know, like 2-3 months, but I am still extremely happy about them. And I figured I'd give her a toddler too, so that she can have the maximum amount of chaos that one can have in a household. And then the screenshots, I just took them at their different like apartments. I really like the vibe of all the Sims. I really like them. Let me know if you guys like them. If you guys want to download any of them, let me know if you're interested. But yeah. So I actually lied. That's not the end of the video. Well, it was the original ending of the video, but I realized that I hadn't produced any kind of content on the channel about the new Horse Ranch expansion pack. I figured this was like the perfect video to do that in because it's more like a compilation of Create Sim sessions. So I figured that's like the perfect amount of randomness for this add-on. And so basically it's just like a rancher cowgirl add-on sim and a couple animals. And so I sort of used a mix between CC and stuff that came with the expansion pack because I think the CAS assets were like really well done and fit really nicely, especially with CC together or even without. Like you can make a full outfit with just stuff that came with the pack and it looked really nice. So I did like one everyday outfit with CC and then one with stuff that came with the pack. And I'm thinking I might do like a more fleshed out lookbook type thing, but like with just the stuff that came with the expansion pack because I think again like they were really nice. The hairs were good, the clothes were good, the shoes were good. They did a really good job basically with the cast from this pack, at least for female. Male hairs were a little lacking. There's like some good stuff in there too, but female cast definitely is great, I think. And since I did all outfit categories for the other Sims in this video, I figured I'd also do all her outfit categories. You get to see like parts of the CAS items used for various outfit categories. But yeah, with this pack, it's really made me want to have an increased household size because like if you don't really care about your sim, like if you don't really want to have like a family or like a legacy of any kind, if you just want to play with this like one sim forever, then I think you'd be fine with having like a ranch and like a bunch of animals and stuff, and you can like breed them, they can like have kids and everything, and you'd have enough space. But if you do care about your sim having like a family and like a legacy, then it's really hard to do that and still have a lot of animals because I only have 8 spots and it's very inconvenient. So I feel like if we could model it after The Sims 3, where there's like a designated amount of spots in the household for pets, and then the 8 Sims, like 8 Sim rule is still a thing, but you could have more animals because they didn't really count in the Sim spots. That would be like way better because I gave her 2 horses and a barn cat, and I was going to do more, but I didn't want to use all of these spaces. And like if you were to play with this household, like you have to have some room basically, and there's like no room once you get to a certain point because like the 8 Sims also count for like horses and cats and dogs and everything. So yeah, I would really appreciate a household increase. these are the screenshots, and I think the world is great. Like, it's a really, really pretty world, and there's like different sides to the world. Like, some parts are more green, some parts are more like desert-y, and I think they're like really beautiful. So I incorporated some of the screenshots that I took when I was playing just like on my own and like some pics of the world and some of the horses that I had, and it's just, I've been having a lot of fun with this pack. I feel like I can do some more videos on like content from this pack because I've really been enjoying it. But yeah,